Shalom Chaverim, I want to share with you the 10 keys to success that we can learn from Joseph. There are many, but here are 10 that I have learned from Joseph. The first is having a perfect balance. Joseph's name, Yosef, comes from two things. Rachel Imenu, Rachel waited for so long and eventually she had a child. And she says, Asafli, Asaf from the word Joseph, Asafli Hashem Cherpati, Hashem has comforted me. He has brought in my shame. On the one hand, his name means I'm grateful for what I have, I'm thankful. But on the other hand, she also said, Yosef li Hashem ben acher, may God give me another child. Now that I have one, I want another one. So on the one hand, it's important to be grateful for what you have, but on the other hand, we have to be ambitious. A smart person looks and says what I have and is happy with that, and at the same time has the ability to also be ambitious without forgetting all the good that we already have. That is very important when it comes to growth in every aspect. The second is go for your dreams. Joseph was a dreamer. He dreamt that he's going to be the leader, and he did become the leader. But you can only dream if you believe in yourself. If you believe that you are much more than just this. I'm not just this. I'm much more than that. Just like a brain of a human being has a huge capacity and we only use a tiny percentage of it. So too, my soul, myself, I am not just this. I'm much, much more than what I really am. And if I believe in that, if I believe in myself as something, not just a physical sense, but also a soul, something much greater, then I can believe in myself and I can go for those dreams. The third is looking after yourself. Yosef HaTzadik, Joseph, it says he was a now. He made himself look young. He brushed his hair. He made sure he looks nice. And so the Maimonides actually says that a Talmid Chacham, a scholar, should always walk around without even one mark on his clothes. A person must look presentable, attractive, and it's a key. The way you make yourself look on the outside is how you feel about yourself inside too. Number 4, love wisdom. Jacob loved Joseph because he was always by him trying to learn. We must love wisdom. You know, someone who looks at his employees and says, how can you teach me something? I want to learn from you. You look at your children and you say, maybe they can teach me something. You look at your spouse and say, maybe you could teach me something. Ezeu chacham halomed mikol adami. Wise person says, I want to learn from everyone. Love wisdom, not knowledge, wisdom. Wisdom is something which you're attached to. You want it. You want to grow more. You want to understand more. Loving wisdom is the key to being successful. Always trying to learn more. Number 5, embrace the natural world. Did you know that Yosef was a shepherd? And so were all the leaders of the Jewish people, one after the next. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Yosef, Moshe, Moses, David HaMelech, Amos, they all were shepherds. That means they were outside. They were embracing the natural world, the world that we are meant to be in. They were the ones that looked outside and they embraced it. When's the last time we looked outside and said, wow, look at the sky today. Wow, it's beautiful out there. When's the last time we played tennis or soccer or just went out to relax? It's important to embrace the natural world. Number 6, stay positive. Find the light in the darkness. Joseph was thrown in the pit by his brothers, treated in the worst way possible. He gets out and he gets sold as a slave. These merchants, these Yishmaelim, buy him, and Joseph smells the smell of besamim, of perfume, and he says, how come? Normally these people sell gas and things that smell bad, neft. But Joseph said, wait a second, maybe there's some light here. I see already a sign that things are going to be okay. Find the light in the darkness. No matter what situation you're going to be in, no matter what challenges you're going to be in, close your eyes for a second and say, wow, I have this, I have that. There's so much good that I already do have and so much love. Number 7, Overcome temptation. Yosef was sold to Potiphar, the chief officer of Paro in Egypt. And he works for him, he's loyal to him, he's strong with him, but he has a problem. The wife of Potiphar is really attracted to the 17-year-old boy, Joseph, and he has all the reasons to be with her, but she doesn't stop driving him mad. She's after him all the time, and he says, how can I do this? I must be loyal. And it wasn't easy. He almost gave in. He almost failed. But he said, how can I do this to my master? V'chatati le'elokim, I'll sin. I'll do something so wrong to God and to the person that I'm so loyal and I work for. He overcame temptation for the right things. How many times when we do whatever we do, we must also think, is it the right thing to do? Or am I just doing it because I want it? Overcoming temptations for the right reasons, whether it's anger, whether it's our personality, or whether it's doing things which are wrong. But for the right reasons, we overcome them, we can become loyal, we can become very successful. Number 8, faithfulness. Joseph was a man of faith. Vahi Hashem et Yosef. God was always in Yosef's mouth. Everything he did, he said it's because of Hashem. He was a man that had strength in hope. Even in the darkest of darkest places, he always knew things are going to be better. Things are going to be better. And he kept saying, that was the key for his survival, is faithfulness. That things are going to be better. It's all for a better cause. Hakol letovah, everything's for the good. Faithfulness is key to going through all the obstacles of life. Being strong and knowing that there is something greater. And that is the reason why everything happens. There is a reason behind everything. Number 9, stay humble. The greater you get, the more successful you get, the more humble you need to be. Joseph was the best at humility. He spent 12 years in a dungeon, in a cell, and eventually he gets taken out in order to interpret the dream of Paro. He hears that there's this Jewish guy, Joseph, who's in the prison. Bring him out, let's hear what he has to say. Maybe he can interpret my dream. Joseph is finally brought into this moment, changed. He's out of prison, and Paro says to him, I heard you know how to answer dreams. And Joseph says, it's not biladai Elokim. It's not me, it's only Hashem. It's only God. I don't interpret dreams, it's with the help of Hashem. Meaning, in that moment where he could have said, it's all me, he said, I don't do much. I am a messenger. I don't do everything. It was all a gift. It's not me. That is an amazing ability of humility. Humility is so important to be loved by all those that are around you. To'avat Hashem kol gvar lev. It's an abomination to Hashem, anyone who's proud, and all the more so to everyone around you. People don't like proud people. People like humble people. And finally, number 10, just let go and forgive. Yosef HaTzadik, Joseph, forgives his brothers. Immediately when he finally meets them, he says, don't worry. He comforts them. Don't worry. It was Hashem's plan, and it all worked out for the good. Look how amazing it is for me. I came second in command. And again, at the end, after Jacob passes away and they go through the funeral, the brothers of Yaakov say, maybe now Joseph's going to plot against us and pay us back for all the pain and misery we caused him. And do you know what Joseph does? As soon as he hears that his brothers suspect him of trying to kill him, Joseph bursts out crying. He says, is that what you suspect me of doing? It was all God. It was all a good plan. It was all for the good. That's a special ability of forgiveness. In work, in life, we are going to be faced with so many times that we can get hurt. People can offend us. But if someone's able to forgive, then you let go. You're not connected anymore to that situation. You can move on. Someone who's able to forgive is someone that can become successful. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed.